at Skegness on the markets. I didn't want to go into scrap metal.
You were selling crockery?
Yeah. I was going to be a chef. When I left school, I went into catering. I was never going to go into scrap. Other parts of my family went into it, but not me. And then somebody come to me with an offer to be able to buy a bit of scrap metal.
Yeah.
One of the kids I played football with, and that's my ex-wife used to say to me, "You're only bothered about football and boxing." And I said, look, because I hardly went to school, I left without any qualifications at 15. The only thing I've got is connections, what I've met through my sport, my football and my boxing. And they gave me some, do you want to buy this? I found an art home for it to sell it, and I started buying and selling. Now, it just so happens that my dad's in the scrap metal, but a different field of the scrap metal he was in. But I never used to want to ask him for a penny, and I didn't. And bless him, if my dad were here now, he'd tell you. Never asked my dad for a penny. My dad should have been the wealthiest man in Sheffield. Compulsive gambler, ended up back on council estate.
Tell about your dad when he used to drive around in his Rolls Royce with loads of shoplifted meat in boot that people used to give him. Yeah. And all parking tickets on dashboard like Mill Maynard in the Gaffer.
He was the first man in Sheffield to have a Rolls Royce in them days. And then so like it was a crazy time, wasn't it? Because I know my dad had got all this money, and then next thing I've got to go and live with my mother again. So I got nothing, and I would never ask him for a penny because I didn't want him to ever say to me, "I've done this for you," and that purposely. And he was probably my dad with me driving force.
Ricky Hatton, how did you come to sign him, Dennis? Because you had 4 fights with him, 4 wins, and it sort of like petered out, didn't it? But at one point you looked like you were going to take on the world with him. How did you come to sign him, and how's your relationship with him now?
Right. With Ricky, his dad and Ricky had seen the job I'd done with Clinton, and I forgot, and who else had I been working with? Anyway, mainly probably the job I'd done with Clinton. And I'd known him through other people, been odd football match, and he used to ring me up every so often, Ray. And anyway, he rings me out of the blue saying they're leaving Warren, and Sky want him to leave, or worse to that effect. And then he rings me again on numerous calls. Sky want him to go with Barry. Barry's put a deal on the table.
Motorway going to sign with Barry Earm on the
and then I'd said, and they wanted to fight Carlos Mauser, and I don't know if I want to go into figures, but like
we've already mentioned it on channel before.
So anyway, I got him offered him an extra 300 grand, and
was that in Reddy's, Dennis?
wish I got it here now. Reddy's are a dirty word, aren't they, these days? So that's what I did. I got him more money, and I betted the deal than Barry had got, and put it on an amazing event at Sheffield Arena, and I cut my teeth with Ricky, showed what I could do, and then he wanted to do a multi-fight deal with me, and which ended up on an handshake, me working on a percentage with him. Now, when it come to, I got him to fight at Castillo. It was me what picked Castillo. HBO didn't want to do the Urango fight, and I'd rung Bob Aram up and said, will Castillo fight Ricky? Because Castillo were coming off a suspension for not making the weight with Diego Corrales. I was signing Diego Corrales because I thought, conveyor belt, he's going to be the next one after Castillo. Big names.
Corrales were massive then, weren't they?
But Ricky were too big for him. Too strong, too big. And they were, stepping up a division. They were, and Ricky's brand would have just gone like that, big, especially in the States. And then, unbeknown to me, once we'd done the Castillo fight, and I'd smelt something. I said, everything all right? Meanwhile, they've come over to Jersey to see me at my birthday, the dad and everybody, and Bob Aram rings me up. Hey, Dennis, it's Bob. I went, all right, Bob. I mean, Dennis, I'm here. He's going to fight Mayweather. Don't let him fight Mayweather. I went, no, we're not fighting Mayweather. I says, it's all building it up.
Bob Aram's sticking knife behind the scenes.
Yeah, so he's saying,
then, can he?
No, but the deal he offered, I says, what do you think, Bob? what's your idea? He went, will you do a deal with me if I do 3 fights and we can guarantee a big figure, but he's not going to fight Mayweather. Meanwhile, we'll build his brand. If you think what he did with Pacquiao, he avoided Mayweather for years, but building the Pacquiao brand while the Mayweather brand were building, they must have earned a fortune on the back of the Pacquiao brand. If he puts him in with Mayweather early doors, the Pacquiao brand's diminished to a degree, innit? So he's smartest man in boxing he has been for decades.
Who was?
Bob Arum. So
he just drags everything out though, doesn't he? Fans lose out, don't they?
I didn't know. Yeah, but I'm on about as a businessman.
Yeah.
The Hatton brand would have grown, but behind my back, they'd gone and signed a deal with Golden Boy for the Mayweather fight.
Oh, the Hattons did?
Yeah.
So is that why you didn't speak for years with Hattons?
Yeah, and I walked away.
Don't buy wigs that come off at the wrong time. Maury's wigs don't come off, even underwater. And remember, Maury's wigs are tested against hurricane winds. Don't forget about money. You can afford a Maury wig, price to fit every budget. So call me now.
Dave, it's quite hot in here, isn't it?
Come here. Come here.
What?
Oh, focus. Zoom. 73, baby.
Can we not turn that down?
Yeah, I can if I want.
But you don't want to?
Yeah.
Oh!
Got you.
Short break there. Dennis, I heard Richard Poxon, who basically did a job here similar to what I did before me. He stole money from here, Dennis. Is that true?
Look, I've never wanted to sell anybody down at River. You know I'm not a grass or whatever, but there were certain things, all I can say is certain things I weren't happy with, and it just so happens on a similar sort of vein, Ricky Hatton, if you asked him, and his lawyer, they weren't. It went from me to Ricky. But look, I'm not happy with him. I'm not happy with his principles and some of his ethics. But I'm not going to point the finger because I don't want to. Look, I could have got him into trouble.
So that's like an angel outside of him, then, don't I?
That's what I'm saying. You, as regards your gob, he's fucking naughty. But as regards your integrity, I can't fault you. You never ask me for nothing. When if ever I go for a drink, you want to pull up, I'm paying for this. Like, as regards that, you're a proper kid, you, Russell. If Peter lies you and I lie, there must be some good in you. And did I say to you, if we want to lead off a little bit, the only trainer who'll get Joshua anywhere, did I say this other week?
You said this a bit with you, Peter Fury.
It's Peter Fury. He's on, and if Joshua that serious about winning something, instead of having whoever from States, whoever, you've got the man who will make it into a proper fighting machine in the time that you have left if you were serious about wanting to achieve the pinnacle.
He'd have him doing them foot drills all day, wouldn't he? Like
he's a winner. He's a winner. He's a man's man. And he's got, well, I'm close with Peter and he's got my utmost respect. The job he's done on Savannah is fantastic. Hughie, I've got so much respect for, and I think he'll come again.
He's had bad luck, hasn't he, Hughie, hasn't he?
He's had a bit of bad luck, but he's still young enough to. And his dad's got that winner's mentality as well. And he knows what sacrifices you have to do to be a champion. So if anybody's going to get somebody like Joshua who's got all the attributes, he's Peter. But would he have all the entourage that Joshua wants around him? No chance.
No chance.
So it'd be like the Rocky movie where he has to go back to, I'm taking him back to the jungle, and he has to go to the roughest parts and go and learn how to have the appetite and get the hunger for the game again. Has he got that? I don't know. If he's got $500 million in bank, then how much hunger is he going to have? I don't know. But, you know, if you're a winner, you're a winner. But, you know, they're going to earn a lot of money, the Tyson Fury Joshua fight again, aren't they? But for me, if he wants to have any thought of winning them world titles back, the man in this country to do it with him and for him is Peter Fury.
Could you imagine Joshua walking into the gym with 3 or 4 mates, and Savannah and you with no mates, and Peter saying, "What are you fetching these for?
Exactly.
You won't fetch them if you were laying bricks on a building site."
That's a
So,
good
toodaloo.
Exactly. And that he'd come out with something like you've just come out.
Yeah, I've
And
seen it.
And I love that. Like, you've just come out with an analogy there. And you go, see ya. Right, are you here to work or are you here to look good?
Yeah.
Right.
From out, they'd be gone. So if you want to take entourages in there, you just throw you out.
Yeah. So
it's a place to work, isn't it? How they look at it, don't
he's proper. I can't think of any more. Instead of going round houses, for me, Peter's proper.
Yeah. Hey up, pal! I'm not here no more, Dennis! You left me for a roster!
I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know who you're talking about, Russ.
Ross the boss.
I know what I'm talking about.
World number 8, Dennis.
And then Commonwealth title, and he got to world number 8.
He beat Jason Cunningham, the great Jason Cunningham.
He had.
Oh, Ross.
He had.
Hey up, pal!
Alright, Ross. Send a notice, you don't mean it. It's all tongue in cheek, Ross.
He did well, he's going to be a dad,
He
isn't
did. He's going to be a dad, but I mean, I've had my spats with Ross, but I admire anybody who gets in the ring. He come to me when he tell me people thought he weren't scrappy, and look what I did with him. So he's a big achievement with me and for me. Is Ross, because nobody ever thought he'd win a thing, and when it Commonwealth title and WBO, what it European. And he ended up number 8 in the world. So he's done all right there. But I've done it with a few kids, haven't I? You know.
Tell me about Steffi Bull, Dennis, and your relationship with him at the moment.
I mean,
is he still recording your conversations when you ring him, Dennis?
Yeah, he likes to record people's conversations if you ring up, which is a bit silly, isn't it? But,
what did you say to him when he said, "Dennis, I'm recording you"? Dennis, I'm recording you. I'm sorry with your wife. You've had a drink.
he were bullying, weren't he? But look, as regards what he's done in boxing, he's done well, but he ain't got the same principles as me.
You like that one?
He ain't got the same principles as me, has he? So.
What did you think to his twerk, Dennis?
What, when he dressed up?
In that gay bar he was twerking, wasn't he?
Well, listen, I've nothing against gays.
I am.
Nothing at
You
all.
probably had to go in there because he was
I got one of my best.
They were going around
One of my best
Spain
friends,
somewhere,
but well, I won't dress up as a girl because if you're going to dress up as a girl, let's be honest and say, look, I am bisexual or I'm not. Or if you're going to dress up as a woman, say, look, I'm transgender. So if that's what you are, that's what you are. But like, I have nothing against anybody.
You think he did it for a laugh?
I'm sure he did it for a laugh in his way, but it's not my way of laughing. It's not my way
Could
of
you
laughing.
imagine John Fury twerking like that in women's clothes in a gay bar?
Well, what would Peter Fury say if you asked him the same question? Would you do that for a laugh, Peter?
Yeah, have you ever seen the film Braveheart?
Yes,
Mel
I
Gibson.
have. Yeah.
Do you remember the old man in the loft?
Yes.
Who was a leper?
Yeah.
I'm him.
Is the politics in boxing, as they always call it, or whatever it is behind the scenes, is that sometimes as much as a fight, out of the ring?
Look, you say the politics, don't you? I look on the social media, yeah, and it's all cringe, utter fucking shite that I look at. Yeah? I turn it off. The speeches out some of them's mouth, the way they go on, the way they conduct themselves, they're not welcome through my fucking door. Yeah? I don't roll like that. Listen, I'm not saying they're wrong. It's just the way I see it myself. I can't be bothered with all this arse licking up and down to get on a show. Yeah, you don't want me on the show? Fuck off, go somewhere else. Listen, it is what it is. I can only speak how I see things. I think boxing has become a cringe sport for the dickheads that's in it. I'm interested in real fights, real fighting men, getting it down in here, getting it on in the ring. That's all we're interested in at the end of the day. We ain't interested in anything else. We ain't interested in sticking our chest out and wanting to be the best trainer in the world. We want to be this, we want to be that. I want to be more famous than the fighter. Let's get all rid of all that shit what I see on social media 24/7, yeah? And let's get the fighter where he needs to be.
I'd probably get my teeth put down before.
I'd rather have one put in my head.
Yeah, Peter would say that he's not talking
So
like that.
no, it's not my way of having fun. I can off the cuff, I can say something funny without having to dress up to look funny. So no, it's not my way of having fun because like I said, if you are that way inclined, good luck to you. I won't want anybody to decry you or anything because there's gay people, there's transgender people. Nobody's put on this earth to be.
Look at Elton John, he's popular then.
Can he sing, Steffi?
I don't know, Elton can. Anti-Elton.
I think, he does a decent brainwashing job on his fighters, doesn't he? I mean,
well, that who is it's got a tattoo then.
She's
Have
got
you
a-
seen it on
she's
her
got a
arm?
bullet.
Terry Harper, she's got a bull on her arm.
I should start having FA put on Fight
Perry
Academy.
Howe might have Fight Academy on his arms, do you think? Because he's dedicated to the cause, isn't he, Dennis?
He is. He's a soldier.
You know, if Perry wins the Central Area, Dennis, they'll still have to jump it down. They're going to do that as well, aren't they? Get him a Central Area.
And he's going to win it.
I'm looking up, but they ain't done, There's water rats and that, isn't there?
Oh, yeah. You've only got to show your teeth to him, no, they won't come near you. They'll think it's a piranha. Keep away from piranha. You are a human version of a piranha, aren't you? Hey, go after me.
Can bite through all these teeth. Right, tell me about Jack Massey, Dennis, and your relationship with him at the moment, because he's an IBO Cruiserweight champion.
Yes.
You promote him, Kevin Marine manages him,
Yeah.
and you go in your separate ways, aren't you?
Well, I don't know about that, but look, it's same again. Jack came to me with Jason McCloy rung me up. Jack Massey's he's on about retiring because he's not getting the fights with the Warrens. Blah, blah, blah. So it's okay. Gets in touch with the IBF. I gets him in for an IBF European. Wins that, does a number. This is one of the car park shows. My relationship with the IBO, Ed Levine, inquired about can we get up there in an eliminator or can we get towards a world title. Ed Levine comes back to me, I can get you in for an interim as an exception because it was number 46, I think, in the world. So it's not part of their policy, but they did make an exception for me. I rings Rodney Berman up, who's got the champion, Kevin Lorena. And I said, what's happening? He went, well, what are you thinking, Dennis? I went, well, I can get Jack Massey in for the interim. I says, will you relinquish so I can fight, so we can fight for the full? I went, I will if you will you consider one of my other kids, because Lorena's going to step up probably to heavyweight at some stage, but we will do it now so you can fight for the full. Will you fight Johnny Muller? I says, yeah, if the IBO sanction it. Anyway, the IBO won't sanction Muller, but so that's why I got it opened up and I got Massey allowed to fight for the full world title. So that's the job what I do, and I did. Then a couple of fights fell through, 3 or 4 fights, and we're in dispute about this. He refused, and I've got some of them. I've got in writing. Then trying to say I haven't delivered the fights what I said throughout the year. I was going to try and get him a fight in Buxton where he went to school on the football pitch. The chairman's there has been umming and ahhing it for the last 6 months because he didn't know if he wanted anything on the pitch, which obviously I've done stuff on Doncaster Rovers pitch, so of course you can put it on a football pitch. So it wasn't 100%. So I couldn't get that over the line. Then meanwhile, Kevin's going direct to Ben Shalom. It's affected my relationship with Ben Shalom as well as Kevin because Ben Shalom at this time has never put their hand in the pocket once. We've subsidised his fights, put big shows on for him to get him that status. All of a sudden he's relevant when nobody wanted him. He came to us again. Now he wants to say, see you, wants to go direct. And how do we get any return on our investment? Not just return on investment. Look, what price do you put on me getting the IBO to consider him for the vacant title? It's only my 30-year relationship with the IBO. So people's got short memories, but we're not in breach of contract because he refused fights. So and I've got another fight which I'll declare to you if we keep talking, Russ. if we keep this relationship going, I'll declare to you a good fight. A
So
good
pay
fight.
me. I'm dear Dennis.
Well,
Not cheap.
your stock's gone up, hasn't it, Russ? A good fight for Massey. I can get it on a nice platform. And it's a cracking fight.
Jordan Thompson.
Not telling you what it is.
That'd be a guess for me, like.
Would it? That'd be a good fight, wouldn't it?
Jordan on DAZN.
I don't know. I mean, I've got some sponsors who want to put certain things. Some new sponsors who want to put one or two cracking shows on and Fight Zone. We're offloading a few fighters, with Kinnock and Marie, who it's a shame because I get on great with a lot. I like a lot of the kids, but managers sometimes when they haven't put their hand in the pocket and then they want to go direct, they don't play ball.
So basically, Kevin Marie went direct to Sky behind your back with Jack Massey.
Yeah, they've both done it, him and Sam. But they're not being honourable. I still work with him because we've got Jack with him. We've got with Kinnock, we've got Nathaniel Collins, and we've got Anna Rankin. So it's just a business arrangement. But and same with Steffi to a degree because I used to like Steffi and I thought what a good grafter, but he's in the same vein. He don't play the game. He's not as honourable as me. And I'm sorry to say, when I see Steph, I'll say hello to him because it's business. So he's no need to worry about that. I'll say hello to him, but it's business. But he's not the same as me. He's not as honourable, and he's never ever invested like I have to the degree I'm saying as what I have. He can play with figures and stuff like that. He's in it just for the money. I'm not. I'm in it for the achievement, and then hopefully, if I'm good at what I do, I get a return on my investment, but I'm willing to lose to get us up there.